They get white all the time now.
I love my boots. It smells good.
Very floral.
Are you gonna put this on your YouTube channel, Jennifer?
Probably.
I'm a subscriber, you know.
I know.
I
What's
watch
up to
every
Gabe's
video.
too?
I got my post notifications on.
You watch Gabe's too?
No, I didn't know he had one.
Behind the scenes, absolutely. But our program has an overall theme which is called biodiversity. Has anyone ever heard that word before?
No.
No? You have? No? Do you know what it means? No?
I've never.
All right.
Tell her, Emily. It's just like diversity among animals. So it's like different species and how they kind of work together.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right. So biodiversity means differences in life. So we're going to talk throughout the night about all these different variety of species, inside species. So do you guys know what a species is? Can you tell me a species of animal? Yes, go ahead.
A species of an animal
You
is
can
like,
just give me an example if you want to.
so it's a group of animals. So basically, a tiger is in the cat group because it's like a giant cat.
Mm-hmm. So tigers are the species. What else?
Wolves are in the
Amphibians.
Mm-hmm. Dogs. Right. So this is our friend Oscar. All right.
Good plan.
Yep. In case she decides to use the restroom.
Her name is Oscar.
Yes.
It's a girl.
It is a female.
Look at those eyes. Super cute.
That's a owl.
Oh, really?
All right, guys. Thank you for being so patient. So this is Oscar, and she looks like an owl, but she is not an owl.
But
She is a tawny frogmouth, which they are very similar to owls, but they have a few differences. And their species is different from an owl, so they're tawny frogmouths. Oscar was born in 1999, so she still has a few years to go. But as you can see, there's a lot of features that you look and you're like, that's definitely it. Why are you rotating this one? All right. We'll try this for now and see if she's comfortable that way. So she's just kind of adjusting to her position to be the best position. But as you can see, she kind of turns her head almost all the way around. So she does have extra neck bones like owls do. So owls have 14 while us humans and, for example, giraffes have only 7 neck. So the cool thing about these guys is that they mate for life. So they'll find a partner and they'll just stay together for life. They'll probably lay maybe 1 to 2 eggs. And there's no differences between a male and a female. You know, for example, with lions, the male will have the mane. But these guys, female and male are exactly the same. So when they
Some of them are super, super awesome, like Oscar next door. I think actually all of them are awesome. Some might be ones that maybe not everybody likes as much. There might be some that aren't everybody's favorite. And this is one of those animals for the night. So this is one of the animals that I think is really cool, but might not be everybody's first choice or favorite. So remember, as I'm coming around, or if you would not like
Now you're
to
making
touch-
Jewel nervous.
Jewel sweat.
No worries, it's a lot of fun.
Remember, Jewel, they said no snakes. You're okay.
There are no snakes, but they are insects. So.
Oh, I don't care about that.
Okay, sweet, sounds good. But again, if you guys aren't as fond of insects or aren't as fond of these insects, you're welcome to let me know just by doing that X across your body. I'll just pass by you, make sure I make a nice wide berth. But these are animals I think are really super cool, and I think these are so neat because they are so important to their home. And I brought for you guys today some Madagascar hissing cockroaches.
I knew she was going to say it.
I knew that too. I just knew.
No, these guys are not the same kind as would be pests in our home. They don't have wings. They don't bite. In fact, they are so important that if we didn't have these insects, there would be no rainforest because they are the primary decomposers in their
Cool.
That means that they go around the forest floor, they find any fruits, any leftover leaves or vegetables around the forest floor, and they will snack on them, eat them right up, and turn them into fertilizer for all of the rainforest plants. And that makes them pretty awesome animals. Now, they are also not only really important for the forest, they're also very family oriented. So you might have noticed I have a really big container for a very small animal, and that's because they like to live together. They're very social animals.
Size type enclosure you would normally keep them in?
Yeah, absolutely. So we give them lots of space. If we have too many in a certain colony, we make a new colony. So we have 3 colonies just in our education area. We have many more colonies around the zoo. So if a colony were to get too large, we can always just separate it out, start up a new colony with some different ones.
Oh, it's a tortoise.
All right, you seem clean. All right, so.
Doesn't smell very clean in there.
No, she just went to the restroom and now. And what's this? All right, so this is Roberta. She is a red-footed tortoise. She was born in 1996, so she is 23 years old. As you can see, well, sort of. So her feet are kind of red, but you can see mostly for the coloration in her face that she's a red-footed tortoise. So this is great.
So they can kind of roll up like a roly-poly.
Absolutely. You guys ready to check it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to see that here. So what I'll do is I'm gonna actually put around a couple insects, so that way after we all touch, she's able to move around and eat some yummy snacks on the ground as she's cruising around. And that makes. Did you have another question, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your question?
So if since a jaguar can snap their shell, can it also snap a turtle shell?
Yeah, definitely. So they have such a good bite force, they can actually crack through all sorts of different shells. Now you might have noticed she has teensy tiny little eyes, so she has a pretty terrible sense of sight. That being so, she's been known to bonk into things. That head armor is really great, not just for rolling into a safe ball, but also to be a little bit of a bumper. Use those to rip open anthills, to crack into anthills and termite mounds. It makes it a really nice way to snack on their food. They're not really great for digging. More shovel-like feet might be better for that, but they are really great for piercing into a hole and pulling it open and cracking it.
Just not with fingers.
Maybe not with fingers. Yeah, maybe they have the same arm bones, but maybe not the finger bones. Here we go. Now we got our nice hand. This one's lost his phalanges. This is a human arm there. But this one here has his nice phalanges. You guys can see all those different bones of our hand. Are you guys ready to see what a manatee's flipper would look like? All right, so we're gonna take a close look. We've got our flipper here. And if we were to look under the skin, if we were to look at their bones specifically, this is what they look like. Does that surprise anybody a little bit? They do have hands. So you guys might have actually noticed them while they're snacking on their food. They're using those hands. They use each of their little finger bones to be able to grasp and pull and carry their food around. And that's really helpful because they're not just going to have some nice cabbages or lettuce floating on top of their home down in Florida. They're going to have to actually pull up reeds and water plants to be able to snack on. So having nice fingers really helps with that a lot.